Sarah was scrolling through social media at 11 p.m. in her bed when she saw something that ruined her mood. Someone she went to school with had just posted pictures from a luxury vacation. A few minutes later, she saw another friend showing off a new car. Then another friend celebrating the purchase of a new house. And before she knew it, Sarah was asking herself a question that millions of people ask every day. What am I doing wrong? She worked hard. She paid her bills. She tried to save. But compared to everyone else, she felt behind. Maybe you felt that way too. Maybe you looked at other people's lives and wondered why it seems like they're getting rich while you're standing still. But what if I told you that some of the people Sarah was comparing herself to weren't actually building wealth at all? Because getting rich and building wealth are not always the same thing. And sometimes the people making the fastest progress don't look successful at all. Welcome to 10 Money Reset, where we talk about money, wealth, and financial freedom in ways that actually make sense. Today, we're looking at 5 signs you're building wealth. And if you've ever felt like you're falling behind, this video might completely change the way you measure progress. The first sign is simple. Your savings are growing even when nobody notices. Let's be honest, saving money isn't exciting. Nobody posts screenshots of the emergency fund they built over 3 years. Nobody throws a party because they finally reached 6 months of expenses. But wealth often starts with boring decisions. While some people spend every extra dollar they earn, you're quietly creating a financial cushion. And that cushion does something powerful. It buys peace of mind. Because when life throws a surprise at you, you're prepared. That doesn't make you look rich, but it does make you stronger financially. The second sign is that you're buying ownership instead of just consumption. Think about it. Every day we're encouraged to buy things, new gadgets, new clothes, new upgrades. And there's nothing wrong with enjoying your money, but wealthy people slowly shift their focus. Instead of only buying things that lose value, they start buying things that can grow. Maybe it's an investment account. Maybe it's a small business. Maybe it's shares in companies they believe in. The important part isn't the amount, it's the habit. Because every time you choose ownership over appearance, you're planting seeds for the future. And wealth is often just the result of thousands of small seeds planted over time. The third sign is that you're becoming less dependent on your next paycheck. Now, most people hear the word wealth and think millions, but real wealth starts much earlier than that. Imagine 2 people. One earns a very high income, but has no savings. The other earns less, but could comfortably pay their bills for months without working. Who sleeps better at night? Who has more options? Who has more freedom? That's why wealth isn't just about income, it's about breathing room. And if you're slowly creating more breathing room in your finances, you're moving in the right direction. The fourth sign is that your money decisions are becoming less emotional. A lot of people spend money based on feelings. Stress, pressure, comparison, impulse. Someone buys a new car, so they feel they need one too. Someone posts a luxury lifestyle online, so they start feeling behind. But as people build wealth, something changes. They become less interested in impressing strangers and more interested in reaching their goals. They stop asking, "What will people think?" and start asking, "Will this help me tomorrow?" That shift sounds small, but it changes everything. Because wealth grows much faster when your decisions are driven by purpose instead of pressure. And the fifth sign is the one most people completely miss. Your life is becoming more flexible. Maybe you can handle an unexpected expense without panic. Maybe you can say no to a bad opportunity. Maybe you can take time to learn a new skill. Maybe you're no longer living from one financial emergency to the next. Those things may not look impressive on social media, but they're signs of something far more valuable: freedom. And when you really think about it, that's what wealth has always been about. Not showing people what you have, but giving yourself choices. Now, let's go back to Sarah, the woman from the beginning. The reason she felt behind wasn't because she was failing, it was because she was measuring herself using the wrong scoreboard. She was comparing her reality to other people's highlights. What she couldn't see were the debts, the stress, the pressure, and the financial struggles behind those photos. The truth is, wealth is often invisible. It's the money nobody sees, the habits nobody applauds, the decisions nobody celebrates, until one day, all those small choices create a life that looks completely different. So, if you're saving consistently, if you're investing in your future, if you're becoming less dependent on every paycheck, if you're making smarter money decisions, and if your life is becoming more flexible, then congratulations. You may be building something far more valuable than looking rich. You may be building wealth. If this video made you think differently about money, share it with someone who needs the reminder. And before you go, tell me in the comments, which of these 5 signs do you already see in your own life? I'd love to read your answers. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.